Hey, what's going on, Guardians? Gray here. Welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. This article just went live on Bungie's website and it's detailing a ton of the changes coming to Trials of Osiris in the near future and things that they have planned for the game mode. I just read it, I just skimmed over a little bit, but I don't think I fully absorbed all the details yet. So we're going to go over it again, talk about everything they're changing. A lot of these changes look really great. I'm really excited about a lot of them. So let's take a look and see what they have to say. They say their goals of what they say what to expect on September 10th. They want to make trials more accessible no matter your skill level or fire team size. They want to make trials more rewarding, whether you're winning matches or just earning reputation. And they want to make it more engaging, testing out changes to elimination and reintroducing labs to Destiny 2. And then they go on to talk about some of their goals. They talk about how they see that there's two populations. There's always the flawless or bust crew, and then there's the folks who just want to get the 3-win reward for the week and get out. And they say they support both of those mindsets, but they don't want everyone split into the two camps. So they want to try and get more people into the playlist and not make it so black and white. And so they say some of their development goals, they want to get more people playing, doing something besides flawless or bust, feeling like they can win more often, and feel like the rewards are on par with similar activities in the game. They want to embrace movement, conflict, and resolution during a match. They say they're going to change some of the scheduling of Trials of Osiris. They say Trials will be taking a short hiatus at the beginning of Season 15. In our goals of maintaining a healthy population, we want to remove issues where players are torn between multiple PvP or in-game goals for a weekend. So they say the first change will be that there will be no trials in week 1 of a season or before a raid world first. They say week 1 should be about exploring new content, features, and tunings, as well as finding and using new weapons and exotics. I agree with that. For instance, trials not being this weekend, I'm okay with that. I have plenty of stuff I need to grind and farm out and test out, and that's totally fine. And then they're also changing it so there's no trials during Iron Banner, which is very interesting. And I agree, because if you ever play trials during an Iron Banner weekend, it's a disaster. It's even sweatier than normal. It's horrible. So that'll be a really nice change. And if they do this same system, the same rep system with Iron Banner, I think that's going to be a really positive change. So that'll be really nice. They say it will return. Trials will return on September 10th. Now they say they're changing they want more players to be able to access it. And they say, while Trials is a highly competitive mode, the bar to enter feels too high. So they're reducing that PvP quest that a new player needs to do to get into Trials. They're going to lower the requirements on that. And you can now queue. Trials now allows queuing and matchmaking without a full fire team. They say we want to allow more players to try out the mode and start earning rewards, even if they don't have a fire team. You can enter the playlist solo or with a friend, and matchmaking will fill the rest of your fire team for you. There's also a freelance trials. They say no pre-made fire teams, solos only. That'll be available via labs. More on that below. They say going flawless on your own will be next to impossible, but they think that someone will be able to do it. Still a nice option to have. Trials of Osiris now requires the annual expansion in order to play. This is a massive move. I don't know why it wasn't this way to begin with. I mean, seriously, you're going to make the game free to play. Your Pinnacle PvP mode should be locked behind the expansion. Honestly, you can't just have cheaters making accounts and getting in. This, coupled with anti-cheat, will be a great change. And then for now, they say you need to own Beyond Light. When Witch Queen launches, that'll switch. You need to own Witch Queen to get into Trials. They're changing some of the rules involving the game mode and how Trials will actually play. They say the round time is being reduced to 90 seconds, down from 120 seconds. This will help reduce stalling, so you don't have people just sitting in the back farming for super. It's not going to eliminate stalling, but it's going to make the round shorter, force you to push, force you to go for that objective. That'll be a very welcome change. Emotes will be stuck in first-person camera, and 3-peeking with swords cannot be done unless you have ammo for your sword. That's massive. 3-peeking, emote peeking is lame, and that coupled with the round being shorter will be much better. Special and heavy ammo no longer carries over between rounds. Having the winning team keep all the collected ammo, the losing team gets set back to default, feels bad, allows for snowballing. I completely agree. I think it's awesome if everyone just starts around with 2 special bullets. That's all you get. You don't get a ton of snowballed shotgun or sniper ammo, and you can just, everyone's on a level playing field every round. That's huge. Now, they do go on to talk about some of the rewards and reputation that they're going to be changing, how this whole system will be changing. It's a little detailed. Let's get into it. So Same 14 is getting new Trials ranks, reputation, and a rewards track. Trials tokens have been retired. Reputation is gained at match completion based on the number of rounds won on your ticket. Tickets track up to 20 rounds on your ticket now. Emphasizing winning individual rounds for the core rewards gives each player more achievable goals at different skill levels. Since you don't have to win full matches to get rewards, you always have a reason to keep trying even if you are behind. They say ranking up will give you a Trials Engram. Powerful Trials Engram will show up every 3 rank ups, and just like other ritual reputations, there are other rewards to earn from all of the other ranks. You're going to get upgrade modules, enhancement prisms, you can see it right here. Every week, this track is going to change. So if my camera's in the way, I apologize, but you'll see you've got different weapons in there every week, Ascendant Shards. I'm sure it'll rotate throughout the season and change. They are also changing passages. They say one of the most restrictive things about the prior trial system was the emphasis on winning and winning often to get any sort of reward. While winning matches will still pave the road to the lighthouse, we're making some changes to let players enter the activity and earn rewards without having to reset their passage that often. They say passages no longer track losses. A passage is either flawless or not. This allows you to keep playing and earning match and round wins for rewards. Players may continue to reset their passages after a loss, but are no longer forced to after 3 losses total. Passages track up to 20 rounds. Passages have been reordered. Mercy is not super useful unless you're trying to go flawless, and they've all had their prices reduced significantly. And passages are now account wide, so you don't have to buy them on all your different characters. It will be account wide across all of your characters. These are really great changes. I think this makes it more welcoming, less punishing. That's a great thing. That can only be good for Trials. They say each week there are 2 Pinnacle Challenges for Trials. Win 7 matches on the weekend or win 50 rounds. So you'll be able to do both of those every week. Bonus progress based on the number of wins on your card. 357 challenges, the 357 wins, that's been removed. Once you max out the reputation, you can reset and claim an Ascendant Shard or an exotic. Like the other rituals, Trials, ranks, and rewards reset each season. So that's going to be a seasonal thing. Interesting. I thought it would be like every week. Additionally, we'd like to keep players going deeper into their cards rather than resetting each time they lose a match. Match wins on a 7-win card have a chance to drop extra Trials engrams, masterworking materials, and high stat Trials armor. So the longer you stay on your card, you're going to earn better and better rewards just for continuing to play. They say the Lighthouse experience isn't changing. A unique Pinnacle Adept weapon will be available at the Lighthouse the first time you go there on your account. All the mods and cosmetics are available in the chest to reward return visits. So things like Adept Icarus and all of those are going to be the Sparrow, the Ghost, the ship. That's all going to still be in the Flawless chest. So there is some stuff still locked behind Flawless, which is fine. That's the point of the game mode. So that should be okay. Now talking about the Trials Engram, they're going to get a little more specific with it. They say Trials Engrams now decrypt to a random selection from current armor and non-adept weapons. You do not need to unlock a piece of armor or weapon before it shows up in the engram. You can focus your engrams at Saint 14 to decrypt specific items that you have already received. If you have gone flawless that week, you can focus additional drops of the weekly adept weapon. That's amazing. Oh, I'm so happy about that. So if you get that adept weapon for the week, you can continue to farm it and get your god roll. That's amazing. They say expect it to be a bit expensive for those adept weapons. Not surprised. If you go and look at Saint right now in the tower, you can see some of the focusing available. It's like 100 legendary shards for every weapon. It's pretty pricey. They go on to talk about matchmaking. They say you will now start matchmaking with players that have the same number of wins on the card and with similar Trials game performance of the given week. So you're not going to match, streamer Steve, who's done 15 flawlesses when you're playing your first card for the weekend. So they're adding more of that skill-based matchmaking into the card, which is good because it's not, the card-based works, but not always. Sometimes you match flawless players on your first game and it's janky, and hopefully it's more weighted towards performance. Honestly, I think that would be better, give you a more level experience, for lack of a better word. And then, of course, we do have Battleye anti-cheat that just launched. We have account recoveries are now being banned. Win trading is now being banned. So all of those things will contribute to a much better experience. Finally, we have Trials Labs. This is something that they're talking about. They say, while we're excited for all these changes, we're also looking towards the future. They want to test out different improvements for different game modes. They say over the course of Season 15, we'll be running a number of Trials Labs weekends where we will test out targeted changes and collect analytics and feedback from you. This will generally take over the entire mode for the weekend so we can get as many players as possible. They say they have 3 labs planned for Season 15. They're going to do a capture/elimination hybrid where the capture location changes each round. So it's going to be sort of like Control almost, but with a single point. That's pretty interesting. I'm all for changing up the game mode in Trials, man. Elimination sucks sometimes, so I'd be excited to see a different game mode occasionally. Trials Freelance will be one of the labs modes where it will be completely solo queue, and that'll be its own unique thing in labs. And then there'll be one where anyone can hop in. You don't have to do the intro quest in PvP. You can just dive into Trials and have fun. They say they don't have a firm date for the Trials Labs weekends, but before they run, they'll let us know. They do have a small hint. They say what month comes after September. So we'll probably see that going into October is probably when we'll see the first Trials Labs weekend. So these are fantastic changes. I know it's a big wall of text. I'll leave a link to this article down below if you want to check it out for yourself. But this has me excited, man. Trials needed some love. It's getting everything. Bungie checked all the boxes for me. I'm very excited. Maybe the game mode will actually be decent now without just being riddled by cheaters and it actually being fun to play with your friends. I'm really looking forward to it coming back. Let me know what you guys think. Does this get you hyped for Trials? Are you going to pick it back up? Are you going to try it out if you've never done it before? Let me know. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys for stopping by and checking out the video. Take care.